Hey, what up, Flint? Yeah, we got Flint Hood News Network. I don't know nothing about the mics up in this joint, you know what I mean? And, this is my first time doing it with 810 Media News Group in affiliation with Flint Hood News Network. Yeah, Hood News Network. We coming with Jackass of the week. That's every Friday, 11 o'clock a.m. Coming from Flint, Michigan, baby. I'm just trying to wait until Mickey shares it because I can't ever find the group itself. So what I do is wait until he shares so I can share it. You know what I mean? So it's just gonna be a couple seconds, give people enough time to come on and we get it started that way. Oh, there we go. Hold on. I got it right here. Let's see. Uh-oh. There we go. There we go. We got it. We got it going. We got it going. I'm going to give y'all my disclaimer and all that too, right? Hold on. Hold up for a second. Right now. Yeah, I didn't feel like doing it on my phone. You know what I mean? I didn't feel like doing it on my phone, so plus I was out and about. What's up, Satara Mom? What's happening? What's up, Mr. King? See, I'll be able to answer questions too. You know what I mean? I ain't afraid. I ain't afraid of no questions. Good question and all that. I see y'all. I see y'all. We just gonna wait a couple of minutes. Hopefully, it's broke down. What's up, Miss Thompson? How you doing? I ain't seen you in a minute. Let me see if I shared it. Y'all know this is new. Let's see, privacy. All right, I got it public. Y'all know this is new. Y'all know it's new. And I'm coming with some Jackass awards today, y'all. Listen, it was it was hard, man. No, it was hard because man, they really be fighting for this Jackass award. They really be fighting. Let me give y'all this disclaimer, right? Let me give you this disclaimer. 810 Media News Group does not have anything to do with what I say on my Jackass of the Week award. All right? They do not have anything to do with it. This is going to be Art Woodson and Art Woodson alone talking about the elected officials and the public officials who work and get paid by taxpayer dollars. All right? I don't include civilians. I call them civilians, residents. How you doing, Ms. King? I don't include regular people in it unless they include themselves. I don't believe that I should be talking about them unless they feel like being talked about. If they feel like they should want to jump into the arena and have me talk about them, I will. I mean, I don't say anything about them. I speak about the elected officials and talk about holding them accountable. I mean, when did this start where we can't, as civilians, as residents, when did it start to where we can't talk about our elected officials? When did it start where we can't hold them accountable? And that's the part right there that really messes up the process of being able to hold our elected officials accountable because we have personal relationships, or just because you feel that we shouldn't be able to talk about the elected official, or you feel like uh, everybody should work together and we all should come together holding hands and singing kumbaya songs, man, miss me with that. Miss me with that. Because we've been singing kumbaya songs since 1965. We've been marching and holding hands and singing we should overcome when we should have overcame already. I'm not with it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's time for something new. I think it's time that we start moving people and uh, putting young people in position so that when we're not in the game anymore, or we're not in in position, we're retired. Uh, who's there to pick up the baton? Who's there to move everything forward and make things happen? That's the control telling us how to respond. You're right, Ms. Thompson. If you don't speak out against those elected officials and hold them accountable, then you shouldn't speak out against anyone else. That's true. I mean, let's start out with the honorary. You know what? I'm gonna start naming it the Sheldon Neely Jackass Award. That's what I'm gonna name it, because he gets a Jackass Award every week. I mean, he got the lifetime Jackass because everything he has done has been ass backwards. Hey, that makes up for the Jackass, right? Ass backwards. He does things, man. I'm serious, y'all. Listen, everything that he does, it comes out to be either a lie or it wasn't his idea and he made it his. And then people get mad because we say the truth. Why is it so bad that the people is saying, hey, you know what? Mayor Sheldon Neely lied about having a degree. It's not about the degree. And then for you to say, who cares if he has a degree or not? Hold on, y'all. Hold up. For somebody to say, who cares if he has a degree or not? Everybody should care. I mean, it's not about the degree, but at the same time, don't make it sound like a degree isn't worthy, a degree isn't nice to have, because it makes you sound like you're jealous and mad because you couldn't get one. I'm serious, man. I'm happy for the people who got a degree. I don't have a degree. I went to school for culinary arts, and it was fun going to school, man, trying to get that culinary arts degree. It was just so many people going that, prerequisites were so packed that you would have to take 2 years before you can take, what they call it, how they say it. Man, I can't even think of how the class was for cutting meat. They had a certain class for cutting meat. They had Miss A for a la carte. We had to do a la carte classes. I mean, you had prerequisite classes, and you had to wait like 2 years for that. People who was doing nursing had to wait 2 years before they can go down to U of M and do their part of their prerequisite. You have to work hard for it. So don't try to dumb down people who have a degree. Who cares if they have a degree or not? I mean, those people cared, man. They cared and they worked hard and They got their student loans. My son is in school right now. My daughter went to college. I know a lot of people going to college, a lot of people who didn't graduated. I'm not going to make it sound like it's nothing, and you shouldn't either. And it's not even about the degree. It's about the fact that he didn't have to lie and say that he had a degree. That's what this is about. He lied. And when I was watching Winters Hall and Satara yesterday, they made an excellent point, man. You know, they was hitting some serious points. It was all these people running in 2014, you know, that was on the ballot that had degrees. Was it that he felt like, hey, I need to lie and say that I have a degree so I can look like the rest of them? Because, you know, like on Sesame Street, you know, one of these things do not belong here. You know, just say everybody had a degree. And they put all of them in a box. And, you know, they say, which one don't have a degree? You know, he felt like by saying that he has a degree, moved him up into a different category, I guess. Y'all heard me say, I guess, right? I said, I guess. I don't know for sure what made him lie. Matter of fact, that dude lies just to lie. I done told y'all, I nicknamed him Mayor Sheldon, Tell Me a Lie Nearly, because he will come tell you a lie in a heartbeat, man. Y'all don't get it, though. Check this out, right? Just sitting up here thinking about it. This is where I tell people, you know, hey, I made a mistake. I made a mistake by helping him. I made a mistake by getting out here really pushing what he was telling us or asking us to put out there. And again, I say to you all, you know, I was talking to someone and they was like, Art, man, you know, some of the things that you were saying about Mayor Weaver, you know, that you know, people really listen to you about that. And that's why, you know, you see me drop documents. That's why you see me really showing videos now. It's totally different. And it takes me longer to bring things out now because I double check and I triple check everything now because of, guess who, y'all? Mayor Sheldon Nickelbag Neely. He gave me information, and by the information coming from him and Ellis Stafford, who was the investigator with Todd Flood, I didn't think that I had to really even double check anything. I didn't think I did because it came from them. And I ran with it. And I'm sorry. I did it. It's nothing else that I can say other than that, but I'm sorry. That was a mistake that I made, and you learn from your mistakes. See, Mayor Sheldon Nickelbag Neely don't know how to say, I'm sorry. Mayor Sheldon Nickelbag Neely don't know how to say, you know what, I told them to write that down, and you know what, that was wrong. Hey, I'm sorry. He hasn't done that. You know what he did? He doubled down. He doubled down and said a staffer wrote that. But you had to get that staffer the information. You really did. You had to get him the information on your bio. And for people to keep saying, no, so what, he lied. Come on, man. Come on now. I see them putting up stuff about me all the time, even though I have documentation, and they saying that I'm lying and I'm putting up documents. The water isn't safe. They say I'm lying about the water not being safe, but I'm putting up documents. Did y'all see the documents that I just put up yesterday? Y'all see all those houses, man, that's in the red? Y'all see all those samples that's in the red? How can our water be safe when we got samples that's in the red like that? Why haven't you heard from Mayor Sheldon? Why haven't you heard from Mayor Sheldon, Neely? You heard yesterday with EMS, did a press conference for that. Guess what, y'all? Hey, listen, they talk so bad about Pfeiffer, man. I mean, his minions, they talk bad about Pfeiffer. Councilman Pfeiffer, oh man, they talk bad about him. But guess what? He was standing there yesterday on a press conference with Mayor Sheldon Neely. Oh man, they love him. Guess what, y'all? Mayor Sheldon Neely didn't come up with this. Councilman Pfeiffer did. This is Councilman Pfeiffer's idea. Mayor Sheldon Neely just felt like he wanted to ride Pfeiffer's coattail. I just want to find out. I can't speak about what they did yesterday because guess what, y'all? I mean, I talked to Councilman Pfeiffer about it, but I don't have all the details. About it. But what Councilman Pfeiffer wants to do, and he and I talked about it, is bring EMS back in-house. Garbage, bring it back in-house. I spoke to Susan Wilcox, where they have this fire insurance escrow, right? Instead of sending that over to the land bank, why don't you send that up to Blight and let them RFP, request for proposal, because you can do it like 2 and 3 houses, and people like Reggie Bradford, W.T. Stevens, Big Hank, they can get those in bundles, and they would be able to get a bond in order, to demo those houses. It would be easier for them to get a bond for that than to go over to the land bank and ask the land bank to give them a contract for demoing the houses over at the land bank. So why not keep why send that money over there to them? And also, here's the tripped out part, right? How can you send land bank fire escrow dollars when the money doesn't belong to the city? Those are individuals. That money belongs to you when you are paying for your fire insurance. They supposed to get in touch with the insurance company and the homeowner itself and ask them what do they plan on doing with the home. If the home went over to the land bank can't get those fire escrow dollars because it still belongs to the individual who paid into that insurance. If anything, it goes back to the person who paid the insurance. There's a lot of different things going on here, y'all. Hey, listen, this is crazy. Hey, here's the craziest part, right? Y'all want to hear the craziest part? Let me tell y'all, Jackass, Mayor Sheldon Neely. W.T. Stevens had a contract in 2019 when Mayor Sheldon Neely came into office, right? Yeah, they had a contract. Mayor Sheldon Neely stopped them from doing work and told everybody that they had to fix up this area of the city before they can get paid, right? Now, W.T. Stevens know how to change the service lines. Mayor Sheldon Neely hasn't changed the service line until day before yesterday. Yesterday, I think, was the first time, y'all. Listen, they got into September the 30th, 2022 to have all these service lines changed, right? W.T. Stevens is working on changing the service lines. He allowed his personal feelings and his being vindictive to get in the way of our water being safe. Over here, you say they can't do it, but now it's crunch time, and they don't have anybody that can do it like W.T. Stevens. So now you got to use W.T. Stevens to change the lines. You waited 3 years to use somebody that you could have used in the first place. Now that's a dumbass, jackass, razzmatazz ass, whatever ass you come up with. That's some dumb mess, man. That you could have been and had these lines changed, but you so vindictive because of everybody who supported Mayor Weaver. You did not want to work with black contractor. You could have been gave them the job, but no, you give it to Goyette and you give it to Lane. But you would not work with W.T. Stevens. And now our water is worse than what it was before you came into office. Mayor Weaver had gotten it because guess what, y'all? They was on top of Mayor Weaver. If Mayor Weaver went to the restroom, she had to write a letter to the state of Michigan telling them why she went to the restroom. Mayor Neely in office, the state has done nothing to enforce Mayor Neely and his water, man. When was the last time you heard Governor Whitmer say anything about our water crisis? When? When have you heard her say, well, I'm working with Eagle and I'm working with MDHHS. I'm doing this with EPA. We're making sure that the water is safe, Flint. When have y'all heard her say anything about our water? They tried to brush or sweep the water under the rug, and Mayor Neely went along with it. Look at the lawsuit. Look at the water lawsuit. $600 million. They had a $12 billion rainy day fund. They was able to give you, give the whole state money back for insurance. She's trying to do a rebate for gas. Fix the damn roads. I mean, they working everywhere on the highways. She made sure she kept those promises. But what promise did she not keep? The promise that she didn't keep was to make sure that we were made whole here in the city of Flint. See, they use us for a vote, but they give money to everybody else once they're in office. And we sit here and fall for it. They say, oh, we got to vote for the lesser of two evils. Guess what, y'all? We don't have to. We don't have to. We can write our own name in. As long as you participate in the process, you got to vote. You have to vote. You have to vote, man. But we have to start holding people accountable. Even if it is the lesser of two evils or whatever the case may be, we still have to hold those people accountable. Mayor Sheldon Neely has done nothing for the people here in the city of Flint. Seriously, I don't give a damn what nobody say. It's not personal. It's not personal. Now I be feeling like I'm getting ready to, rap, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I ain't used to this, y'all. I ain't used to this. I'm going to grab the mic. I feel like I'm in a booth or something. You know what I mean? My fault. Hey, man, I got distracted on that one, man. I mean, I ain't never, you know how you be watching it on TV, on the videos, they be dropping it on TikTok and all that. I just had a flashback. But no, seriously, all jokes aside, man. Mayor Neely has done nothing for the people in the city of Flint. He has done a lot downtown. There's nothing wrong with having a vibrant downtown, man. There's nothing wrong with that. But around the city, what has he done around the city? Around the city of Flint, y'all? What has he done? And I'm going to end with this Jackass award to Mayor Neely. Now, Nearly, you can pick your Jackass award up at any participating corner stores. You can pick them up. You can pick the Jackass up. Matter of fact, it's almost Halloween. You're going to go get a Jackass anyway because you love bringing those Jackasses to your candy give outs. So I think you can be the Jackass this year, man, Nearly. I'm going to say this, y'all, for real. This is no lie. This is no lie. It's not questioning if he has a degree or not. It's not. It's not about the degree. I'm going to say it again. It's not about the degree. Quit making it about if he has a degree or not. It's not about the degree. He did not have to have a degree to be mayor. He did not have to have a degree to be city council. He did not have to have a degree to be state rep. He did not have to have a degree. But Mayor Neely chose to add a degree on his resume, which was a lie. What part of that do y'all not understand? If there's any questions, please raise your hand. If there's any questions on what I just said, please raise your hand and I will address your question. It's not about the degree. Mayor Neely chose to lie and say that he had a degree and put it on his resume to make that conversation. He said he had a degree, which was a lie.
Of course, Chris Caleb said, what about the engineering job?
You had to have a bachelor's degree to say that you was an engineer. Bachelor or master's degree. That's what the job description and education and experience said on Channel 12 when I looked it up.
Okay, we got another one. Brenda Boyd say, why haven't you got protesters together to demand his resignation?
Because Brenda Boyd, I have other stuff going on too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm saying it. I'm speaking on it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's 98,000, it's 80-some thousand people in the city of Flint, and I only see a very few even speaking on it. So why would I try to muster up? A matter of fact, Brenda, why don't you try to get something together and try to get some people to go down there? Because I remember not too long ago, I tried to get some people to come down to the land bank because the people were owed money, you know, where the county sold people houses at auction, and the Supreme Court ruled July of 2020 that if your house was sold in an auction for $20,000 and all you owe was $2,000 in taxes, the county owes you $16,000. Well, $18,000. I couldn't get nobody down there for that. So I'm not here to try to muster up people to go down there. If they have something to say about it, they know I'm down there all the time. Come stand with me. So you saying he faked it until he made it, huh? Yeah, T. He's been faking it until he made it. He made it to the mayor office, and he faked it from city council. Well, he faked it from Channel 12 News all the way up until he was mayor.
To Channel 12 News?
Yeah, he worked at Channel 12 News.
So they didn't do no background check.
You know what? Maybe Channel 12 didn't hire him as an engineer, but he wrote on his resume that he was an engineer, and Channel 12 just didn't say anything. You see what I'm saying?
That's probably why they're not saying that, man.
Yeah.
They probably can't report it because of that.
I'm just saying, you know, because right now he got technician. He has technician on his on the paperwork. Worked at Channel 12 News as a technician.
Wow.
You haven't seen it lately? Yeah, he is on there, technician. Yeah.
Oh.
Technician is totally different. I mean, both of them coincide. Both of them look like the same,
Right.
but what I'm hearing is that to say engineer, you're supposed to have a degree and certified. You know, I heard he was a janitor at Channel 12. Hey man, I mean, I'm just going by what he has on his bio now. He even changed his bio. Well, when I look back at his bio, it did say technician in some places, and then it says engineer on some others. So I don't know. I really don't. But what I do know is that he wasn't over a government president of government students.
At the college
at SVSU. He only went 2 semesters. He went from August 1989 to April 1990.
This one I want to his supporters. They don't see nothing wrong with the Lion, because I hear a bunch of them that go to, he got a house. I know people without degrees who own houses too.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Like, do his supporters see anything wrong with the Lion?
No. I mean, you know, this is election time for one. Mm-hmm. You know, and if it was Mayor Weaver, you know, they would have a whole lot to say. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I mean, seriously, you know, when Mayor Weaver was in office, the majority of them had something to say about Mayor Weaver.
Oh, yes, they
you know, and for Mayor Neely to be on his talk show, on his radio show, mm-hmm. you know, saying that Dr. Pamela Pugh, who has a doctorate from, I think, MSU, mm-hmm. You got Jamaica Singleton, mm-hmm. who has a master. Mm-hmm. You have Dr. Weaver, who got her degree from MSU and Tugelo, I think it's Tugelo, Mississippi, HBCU. She has a doctorate. The majority of the people that was around Mayor Weaver in her office had college degrees.
Wow.
I mean, seriously, the majority of them had college degrees. And on his radio show, he said that Dr. Pugh and Jamaica Singleton, Sean Crotty, he has a degree.
Oh, yeah, he was one of them taking shots.
Yeah, he has a degree.
Yeah.
And for him to say that they were highly uneducated and, uneducated and unqualified. Unqualified. For him to say that, man, I wish I could find a video of him saying that.
They cleaned that up, I bet.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could find a video. I wish I could find a video. And you know what? I'm gonna ask somebody to get Mayor Weaver's administration, and let's see how many people in Mayor Weaver's camp had in her administration had degrees. And we just gonna put Mayor Neely up there and say, hey, he lied about his, but look how many degrees was over here.
Nah, you know, it got me tripping that the pastors that's supporting the Lion.
Hey,
Chris Martin.
Oh, Chris Martin.
Oh, yeah, he's supporting that lie.
Chris Martin got a bunch of lies that he need to clean up for himself.
No, because I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I remember how he went at the one pastor, Devontae Powell, but didn't say nothing about Gretchen Whitmer, Attorney General. Dana Nelson, you know, she part of the LGBTQ.
Right.
He accused the young brother until they got rid of him, but he won't say nothing.
But you know what, man, Chris Martin go wherever the money is. He'll go wherever the money is, bro. And you know what? I don't care if he get mad at me, because I done said this from the beginning. When he first stepped out there, he used to send me inboxes and messages. See, this is the funny thing, everybody. Listen to this, right? A lot of the people that's talking and running off with the mouth, the majority of them would send me inboxes to go after certain individuals and stuff, right? Chris Martin was one of them. Chris Martin would go to the concerned pastors' meetings, right? Mm-hmm. And he would tell me what was said in the meetings for me to go after concerned pastors so that he can catapult himself into the leadership of the city as a pastor. That's how dirty he is, man. So when Dr. Green and others was trying to get new schools, remember when Mott took the money for after school program?
Teen Quest.
Right. Youth Quest.
Yep, Youth Quest, my bad.
Youth
Quest. My
right?
bad. Yeah, right, Youth Quest.
And the board was like, hey, you know what? We want to have more say in what's going on in the after school programs, right? Chris Martin made sure that he jumped out there and talked bad about the 4 individuals that was voting against Mott at the time. So I got this information directly from the person who was paying him. That individual said, Martin, Wilkinson, and 3 others is on my payroll.
Not on God's payroll.
No, they were on his payroll to go to the school board and go against those 4 individuals.
But on Sunday he preached.
On Sunday he preached. Hey, and then he left a voice message. I got it. I put the voice message on Facebook.
No, I remember that.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember that.
I put the voice message on Facebook.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? So don't come at me sideways, man, because of some fact I have the document, just like Dr. Reynolds, right?
Right.
Now, Dr. Reynolds used to fight for the people and everything, man.
Mm.
The young lady, water had been turned off for 3 weeks because the city wouldn't go out there and fix it.
Mm.
She contacted me. I went out there that Sunday and we did a video. I got in touch with Nina Sassy. She was the advocate for Eagle. I emailed her, called her and everything, right? And told her about the situation that was going down here in Flint. So we started going back and forth. I put the emails up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Reynolds gonna call this young lady and leave a voicemail. I got the voicemail online, right? Don't give Arthur Woodson the credit. It was me and Mayor Neely that did it. No, it wasn't.
Wow.
No, it was, man. You ain't never heard that video?
Mm-mm.
Oh, man, I'm going to put that video up.
Man,
As soon as I get off here, I'm going to put that video up, man. Hey, listen, y'all. Listen. Everything that I'm saying, man, everything that I'm saying, I'm making sure that I have the documentation and everything with it because, see, like I said before, Mayor Sheldon Nickelback nearly got me. He got me in a situation to where I have to double check and triple check because he is a pathological liar, habitual liar, a person who will lie to you just because he's opening his mouth. Everything that comes out of his mouth is a lie. And I haven't even told y'all about the part where, matter of fact, he can be the introduction to the Jackass of the week because he works with them. It's somebody else, y'all, who's running around here putting doctor on their resume as an elected official. Supposedly Dr. Joyce McNeil.
You had the school board, right?
Yeah.
I got you.
She's on the school board. She is no damn doctor. She is no damn doctor, but she puts everything on her paperwork, Dr. Joyce McNeil. Hey, y'all, listen. Ask her where did she get her doctorate degree from? When I looked it up, she had an address on there. It was a land bank vacant lot over in Mount Morris. I guess she got it from University of Land Bank.
Well, I got a serious question.
Yeah.
About this though.
Uh-huh.
Because I've been seeing a lot of stuff she been putting on Facebook. Like what is the gripe right now?
What it's about, man,
Yeah.
is one, she got voted out as president of Flint School Board.
Mm-hmm.
And half of the stuff you can't understand what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? Sound like damn Charlie Brown. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Let me start like this, right? All of them started together. Remember when I was talking about back to school, after school programs.
Right.
So you had Dr. Green, you had Laura McIntyre, you had Carol McIntosh, and you had Dr. Green, Carol McIntosh, Laura McIntyre, and Joyce McNeil.
Right.
4 votes, right? Dr. Green had found out that Mott wanted to own the schools and the school district lease from Mott.
Right.
All right. And this was along with GISD. All right. This was along with GISD. That's when we was fighting GISD. Joyce McNeil had went to Lisa Hagel with GISD and told her, if you give us some money, if you give me some money, I will help you fight against Art Woodson and Dr. Green and all of them. All right. This came from her.
Wow.
This came from after she got on the board, school board, she told us what she had did.
Right.
All right. She was fighting against us. I'll go get the videos and show you where she would come up in there with her white patent leather boots and her Annie goat, not nanny goat, right?
Right.
And sit at the table and talk against us at the GISD when we was fighting for the kids.
I remember that, yeah.
So they were fighting against the youth fighting against Mott.
Right.
So when they started gaining momentum and started getting in position, Joyce McNeil started manipulating and started, Joyce McNeil wanted to be the person in charge. So Joyce McNeil went behind Carol McIntosh back and voted and nominated Dr. Green to be president. Joyce McNeil got mad at Carol McIntosh when she was president because, one, she wanted to be the human resource director for the school board, right? And Kevin Jones wouldn't give it to her, so she got mad with Kevin Jones and started going after Kevin Jones. Then she took a list of people that she wanted to get after school programs for, and all she had to do was go to what's the name of it? CRIM.
Okay.
Submit the names to CRIM, and CRIM would hire them for their youth program. But she didn't want to do it like that. She wanted to take it through the school system so they could go through the general fund so that she can get a cutback.
Gotcha. Wow.
So she can get some money from the people who got the program.
Gotcha.
Right?
Gotcha.
So they wouldn't do that. So she got mad at Kevin Jones again. So then the last one, Carol McIntosh, wouldn't allow her. She was working for Michigan United, right? And she wanted to bring the COVID clinics up into the schools to where they give the kids shots without the parents' permission. I mean, she actually did this, right? Tried to. She had got them up in there.
Wow.
But when Carol McIntosh found out about it, she kicked them out. So Joyce McNeil, she was going to get a job with Michigan United, and they let her go. She's no longer with Michigan United now. So Joyce McNeil is mad at Carol McIntosh because of this.
So all this stuff that I've been seeing on Facebook is because of this.
Yes.
I've been seeing, because I was trying to figure it out, like what it was. I didn't want to go in and ask no questions, but I'm seeing. So basically, she mad at the now president.
She mad at
Carol McIntosh.
Carol McIntosh was the president last year.
Right.
So she got mad with Carol McIntosh, and she brought Dr. Green and nominated Dr. Green, and Dr. Green had the 4 votes because Laura McIntyre and Joyce votes together.
Right.
Adrian Walker and Danielle. I mean, if somebody nominates you, you're gonna vote against yourself.
Nah, to be honest with you, you're gonna give it to yourself.
Right.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
Dr. Green voted for herself, and Adrian Walker voted for Dr. Green. So she had the 4 votes to become president. Joyce McNeil thought that Dr. Green would do what she said. Right, because she nominated her and she got her in as president. Well, that didn't work. So Joyce McNeil and Monica Elson, she was the executive assistant, right? Now they paid her $61,000 It's all she was supposed to be paid was $6,100. It's illegal. Carol McIntosh spoke about it at the last board meeting.
The one that everybody is that made Facebook because they saying that board meeting makes city council look like angels.
But see, what you got to listen to is what's being said.
Mm.
That's what you have to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
You have to listen to all the illegal things that Carol McIntosh said. They don't want that out. That Joyce McNeil and Laura, you see Laura McIntyre, right?
Mm-hmm.
Listen to what Carol McIntosh said. Carol McIntosh started with Anita Stewart, Don Prey, Beer Perry, Georgina, Dr. Green, Carol McIntosh herself, and Sharice Lee. Every single one of those are a black female that Laura McIntyre has went after. They trying to get Laura or Joyce back into Treasury because they have been messing with that money.
Wow.
One of the things is Monica Elson. That's a prime example. Remember when Alan Gilbert said that he went home and he kicked himself after he voted to give her $61,000 and come to find out it was illegal and they wasn't supposed to do it?
Yeah.
Joyce McNeil and Monica Elson snuck it on at the end of the meeting and added it on the agenda, and he voted for it anyway because he thought it was the right thing to do, I guess.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he said, I remember that meeting.
You remember that meeting?
Yeah, he said he felt bad about it.
Don't be confused. Listen, let me show you something, right? Laura McIntyre keeps on reading these statements and talking about I was assaulted. She's a liar. She is a complete racist. What Malcolm X say about the white liberal?
Worst one.
What did he say?
They was the worst ones.
Those are the worst ones, man.
He said it was the worst one.
They are the worst ones when it comes to being racist.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch how Laura McIntyre moves, her kids go to Fenton schools. Why would she be against Mott and Mott funds Fenton schools? Fenton schools is 95% white. But she say that she don't agree with the white people, the elite white people, but you sending your kids over there with those elite white people that you talk about.
And that's what I want to. How you feel about a lot of them being on the board and their kids not going to the school?
I mean, it's okay.
It's okay? Okay.
It's okay. I mean, if you have kids' best interest at heart, if it's about the kids, it's different, man.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care if your kids go to Zimbabwe. If you know your kids going over here, now that's different. That's different.
The reason I ask you that because, like you said, her kids go to Fenton.
Right, and I was getting ready to say
her kids go to Fenton, but if she fighting against the Motts here,
right, that's different. That's different. But that's a whole totally different type of thing there. You know what I'm saying? I can understand your kids going over there. I can't even understand that. I'm not gonna even say that. I'm not gonna even say that, man. What I'm gonna say is this, man. Laura McIntyre, she tried to get a PPO order on me.
For what?
Because I was talking about her on the board. Because I was talking about her elected position. Listen, here's the tripped out part. Everybody know the day of the incident that she said that Dr. Green assaulted her, which Dr. Green didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Lansing, Michigan with my granddaughter eating breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
They said that I was in the parking lot as Dr. Green's getaway driver. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that. Wow, that's cool.
I was in Lansing. She said that I was in the parking lot. See, let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something, right? Here's the tripped out part. It was a table like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a small room that they were meeting in. Say Dr. Green sitting right here.
Right.
And you can't get out on that side,
Mm-hmm.
right? So Laura McIntyre is sitting over there on the other side of the table.
Mm-hmm.
Alan Gilbert is next to Danielle Green, Dr. Green.
Mm-hmm.
We were taking 100 kids to see the Pistons basketball game. Coach Bush is the person that Dr. Green's contact person. So she had 100 tickets that she had to give to Coach Bush that day.
Wow.
We had rented, I think, 2 buses to take the kids down there, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the buses, we had to meet them at Dole Rider, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Coach Bush happened to be downtown, but then Dr. Green was in the meeting. So she had texted Coach Bush and told Coach Bush, hey, I'm over here at the administration building. Meet me over here so I can give you the ticket.
Right.
Just so happened at that time, Dr. Green was talking about building new schools,
right,
and selling the other schools.
Right.
All right. Coach Bush happened to text her at that time and said, I'm out in the parking lot. Dr. Green got up and was walking around to go outside to give Coach Bush the tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Laura McIntyre jumped up and put her hand in Dr. Green's face and hit her nose.
Oh, that'll do it.
All right. Unwanted touching. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
Dr. Green, after hearing other people's statements that was in there, not like Claudia Perkins, there was blood everywhere. Hey, she wasn't even in there, man. Think about this. Think about this, right? If there was blood everywhere, right? Do you think Prosecutor Layton would have, and he said, we waiting for the medical records.
Right.
So that we can charge appropriately, right? When he got the medical records, he said it was not enough evidence to sustain what Flint police sent over here, right? They kicked it back to the city. Y'all done seen William Kim operate.
Oh yeah, he rough.
William Kim will sell you out, man. William Kim will sell you out.
He rough.
William Kim, come to find out, Mayor Neely was the person pushing this. Yeah. Mayor Neely was the person pushing this, right? When have you seen the city take up something like this? You haven't. You haven't seen the city charge nobody with misdemeanors, man. Assault and all this. Traffic tickets and all that, but you ain't seen them take up nothing like this, right? So Laura McIntyre, now we down in Atlanta. Laura McIntyre did an ex parte PPO. Do you know what an ex parte PPO is?
Explain that to me.
An ex parte PPO is where the judge feels like it's imminent danger, that it's an emergency. She gotta have this PPO for protection.
Hold on, wait a minute. When it's immediate, man, I done seen people. I know of some females who say it's hard to get them.
Yeah, but she got one against me and Dr. Green. We down in Atlanta. She's saying that we stalking her and we doing all this other stuff. We are down in Atlanta. But guess who gave her the ex parte?
Who did?
Judge Farrah.
Ain't that the one that just did
yes.
Oh my God.
Hey man, listen. Y'all ain't hearing me though, man. Right? Y'all not hearing me, man. He gave her an ex parte PPO. Man, I ain't seen people with windows shot up and everything, man.
You ain't see remember the one girl that was coming down there to city council? Yeah. When she said her house was getting shot up. And
right. Hey, so she gets a PPO, right? On me, right? And Dr. Green. Mayor Sheldon Neely calls that he has contact with Joyce McNeil and Laura McIntyre, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Art be down at city council. The news media gonna be there too.
Oh, you said Joyce did?
No, Mayor Neely called Joyce McNeil and told her to tell Laura that they should serve me down at city council and get it caught on the news. And you know, because I'd be at city council and they could serve me. They didn't know that I was down in Atlanta.
Wow.
Right? So I got me an attorney, right?
Mm-hmm.
We went to court. The judge said, I can't take his First Amendment right away from him, you know, talking about you in your elected position. He said, give me an example of where he said that he was going to do anything to you. She couldn't. Then he said, well, you said that he's talking about your kids. What did he say about your kids? My lawyer jumped up and said he didn't say anything about her kids. He just said that her kids attended school in the Fenton district. Not one time did I say where they did, their names or anything like that, because I don't know. All I know is that her kids attend in Fenton area, right? So then she tried to say that it's a hate crime because I said something about her making passes at Danielle. All right. Then she tried to say that. He said, that's not enough for a PPO. I'm sitting up here like, why did you even give her ex parte? Why did you even give her a PPO if that's not enough?
I guess the judge is stepping down.
Yes, November the 9th, the judge that has stepped down. This is the same judge that has my case with Sherrod Piggy line ass. You know what I'm saying? This is the same judge, man. I done been in court since June 2020 because somebody put a meme up of Sherrod, Mayor Sheldon Neely sitting on Sherrod Piggy's lap playing PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do it. I didn't share it. I didn't even comment on it. I paid a forensic expert to prove that I didn't do it. And I'm waiting for an order right now to say, hey, this is dismissed. I'm serious, man. I paid money. I done paid over $20,000 just for these two lying ass people, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay though, because once I get everything done, it's gonna be my turn. But back to Laura McIntyre. So at the school board meeting the other day, she read this long, pitiful letter. And again, I say, y'all, she is a racist. She is here to destroy our district. Quit allowing your personal feelings to get in the way just because you hear them arguing. Understand what it is that they're arguing about. Listen to what Carol McIntosh is saying to them. They trying to say that it was a coup d'etat, right? Check this out, right? And M. Lai, Dylan, you almost cuss. Dylan, you need to correct that article. The judge said, this is what Judge Marble said, right? Judge Marble said that his bond never intended to prevent Dr. Green from going to board meetings. Never intended to prevent Dr. Green from going to board meetings. That's what Judge Marble said. Dylan and Joyce McNeil and Laura McIntyre. He suggested he can't see, and that's why people have to educate themselves, man. You have three different branches. You have the executive branch, the legislative branch and the judicial branch. Neither one of them can be constitutional. The only person that can remove Dr. Green from the board is the governor or recall. A judge could not remove Dr. Green from the board. He made a suggestion that Dr. Green does it on Zoom, and as president, Dr. Green would have to do it on Zoom. President McNeil was the president at the time, and he said, I suggest that you set a Zoom up. That's what he said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Green would email Joyce McNeil. She's been emailing her since April after the incident, right?
Mm.
Dr. Green would email her. Joyce McNeil would never get back in touch with her on setting it up.
Mm.
She's been trying to get on, back to the board since April, right? She would never set it up. So Dr. Green showed up after they got everything cleared with Judge Marble.
Mm-hmm.
Everything got cleared. Laura tried to get her thrown out. Dr. Green said, I'm not going anywhere. You will have to arrest me. You would have to arrest me. You see, she stayed because they talked to the attorneys.
Mm.
And the attorney said, the judge said that she can go to a meeting. And the judge said he never intended to prevent her from going to a board meeting with his order.
Right.
So Wednesday, again, y'all have to understand, Laura McIntyre is being sued right now by Anita Stewart for being racist, along with Monica Elson.
Mm.
Monica Elson was the puppet master behind all of it.
Mm.
Behind all of it, man. Laura McIntyre is trying to tear our school system down.
Mm.
Think about this, y'all. Grand Blanc, have you been over there?
Mm-mm.
You haven't seen Grand Blanc High School?
No, I seen it, but I try to stay from over
It
there.
looked like a college campus.
St. Joseph, the St. Mary's up there,
It looked like a college campus.
Yeah, a lot of the ones on our,
It looked like a college campus.
Yeah, definitely.
Davidson looked like a college campus.
Definitely.
Westbrook Heights, Westwood Heights.
Mm.
They getting Hamady just redid their field.
Oh, for real?
If Flint got all their students, which is 10,000 students that left after they shut down all the north side schools, 11 schools was shut down in 2013, August of 2013. Right?
Mm-hmm.
10,000, we lost 10,000 students. Out of those 11 schools, 8 of them was on the north side.
Mm.
8 of them was on the north side, right?
Mm.
If we get those 10,000 students back, how much money will all these surrounding area schools get?
Oh, they lose their money.
They lose a lot of money.
Yeah, they lose their money, yeah.
Larry Watkins, June the 5th, 2013, signed a modification to where we gave up our center-based dollars and our special needs dollars.
Mm.
We lost instantly that year, we lost $9 million from our school district. Laura McIntyre, and I had already told y'all how Joyce McNeil would go to the highest bidder.
Mm.
I had already told y'all that. How is it all of a sudden Laura McIntyre not saying anything bad about Mott now? They're getting ready to give up our school district.
Mm.
Let me show y'all something real quick, and I'm done after this. The Jackass Award goes to Joyce McNeil and Laura McIntyre. All right? Let me show y'all something, right? Wednesday. Let's just say last Wednesday. All right? Y'all follow me. Last Wednesday, right? Dr. Green goes to court. William Kim, they hell bent on Dr. Green saying she's guilty. They don't want her to say no contest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Green can show you emails where they said a deal had been made. Right?
Mm-hmm.
No contest was in there. She get to plead no contest. She get to plead no contest, right?
Right.
They get to the hearing. The city said, hey, she got to be, or there's no deal. Dr. Green and her attorney said, hey, you know what? If she can't plead no contest, we're taking it to trial. So Judge Marble said, all right, Attorney Neal, you have up until August the 26th, right, to do your brief on why she is able to say no contest, right? Because what she was getting was a delayed sentence, right? That was the plea deal. He had until August 26th to do his briefing on why she's able to say no contest. Once he sent his in, the city attorney had until September the 9th to rebut what Attorney Neal said, right? The hearing, they had to be back September the 19th, right? Now, listen, follow me, y'all. Follow me. I'm getting ready to show y'all how they ready to take over the school system. Now, Dr. Green went with me to the recall hearing. She went with me to testify about the complaint that's filed against all four of them. This is Anita Stewart filed a complaint against Joyce McNeil, Dr. Green, McIntyre, and Carol McIntosh, right? I filed a recall on Joyce and Laura about the complaint. Okay, Dr. Green is with me with this with the recall. Prior to us going to the recall hearing, was it prior? Yeah, it was prior. Prior to us going to the recall hearing, that Wednesday, they had a board meeting. That's the board meeting that Dr. Green went to. They voted Laura McIntyre from treasurer, and they voted Joyce McNeil out as president. They never saw that move coming, the power that be. They never saw that move coming. So before the recall hearing, Dr. Green had set up meetings. She was getting ready to, as treasurer, she getting ready to sell the schools and start putting things in place to build new schools, right? Oh man, they know that this is what she's getting ready to do. So now here comes the recall hearing. She comes to the recall hearing. Now, mind you, she's been going to my PPO hearings and everything. Hasn't been no problem. No problem whatsoever, right? We in the court building. They filed, the city lawyer files a motion to revoke Dr. Green's bond because she went to the recall hearing. They filed a motion and said that they was removing the deal, and they wanted her bond revoked. We go to the hearing, right? Y'all check this out. We go to the hearing. And don't be mad at Dr. Green, because if you're in this position, you would have jumped too. Check this out. We go to the hearing, right? They're going back and forth about why they should revoke the bond. So Judge Marble said, I'm tired of this. We get ready to do a trial. Let's talk in the chambers. Now, normally Judge Marble tells us everything that happened in the chambers, word for word almost, right? They come out, man. They said she's going to resign in 9 months. The case is dismissed. It's people saying a plea agreement, right?
Right.
It's no plea agreement when you don't have anything to plead to.
Right.
She ain't even pleading to anything. It's no plea agreement. Because come next year, the case is dismissed.
Right.
She don't have to plead guilty, no contest, innocent, or nothing else. They dismissing the case.
Right.
You know why? Because they got her out of the way.
Right.
Now, I don't care what nobody say. If you being set up, which she got set up, nearly working with the power that be, the only reason why they gave her this deal is because they had They let Judge Farah resign November the 9th. November the 9th.
Mm-hmm.
Why was it so important that Ms. Green resigned that day? She had to. Her end of her term was January.
Right.
The end of her term was January. She wasn't running again.
Right.
Why was it so important that she resigned that day?
Gotta make it. That makes sense.
Huh?
I said it makes sense. Like, what's the purpose of
Her resigning that day?
See, they could have waited, but we did different.
Hey, listen, it's not even about us being done different. It's about what motives and what is it that they're trying to achieve.
Well, if you're saying the power, if them trying to get the school, if they trying to get the schools, I mean, they gonna cheat to do whatever they gonna lie to you still to get what they want.
Listen, man, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people, they sit back and they don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And then you got all these, like the Lou Masons talking all the way from Dallas, not knowing nothing. Not knowing nothing. It's not a matter of you being from out of town, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you being involved.
Yeah.
But when you sit up here trying to talk like you know everything and know what's going on, then you don't.
Yeah.
You don't need to be talking. And then especially when you biasly working for a liar.
Now you know what, I agree with you just saying, because I get that, like, I'm with that too, far as people, but I'm not going to support nobody that's lying. That's my thing with them, because I see they try to pull up articles of Weaver, them old articles.
Right.
But when you pulling up his lie, but the thing is, he done got caught lying.
Right.
And they like brush that to the side. We don't care. And I don't want, you know what I'm saying, not talking about no degree. I'm just saying this as a black race. I don't want our people to feel like we you know what I'm saying, we brush it to the lying no big things. All of us been whooped by our mother for lying.
Right.
You know, we done whooped if you got kids, you done whooped your kids for lying.
Correct.
So now because this your friend, he done got caught lying.
See, and that's the thing, right? Hey, I'm gonna tell you the God honest truth, man. If I'm helping somebody and they didn't got caught doing something,
right?
I'm gonna be totally honest, man. I'm gonna be totally honest. If I don't say anything about them, I won't say anything at all.
Yeah. I
won't protect them. Hey, you gotta get yourself out of that line.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta get yourself, but I'm not gonna sit up here and try to dumb down or lessen what it is that you've done.
Right.
You got caught.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's something that you have to deal with. But I'm not gonna sit up here and try to sway the people to make it seem like it's nothing.
Right.
You know, that's wrong for doing that.
Right.
Just like when I was running with Mayor Neely in August of 2019, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said, if they say something about the water, and I told a lot of people, I said, if they say anything about him selling that 9-mile stretch of pipeline, there's nothing that I can say because he did it. He did it.
And that's because I just read, because I was thinking about old comments people were saying. Like I was looking at the other one saying, is this a neatly bashing platform? Ain't no platform bashing.
Where is that?
That was up early and up early.
Who said that?
Xavier Luster.
Man.
He's like,
rocks.
Yeah.
Man,
I wouldn't try. I'm just
man.
like, but my thing is, why do y'all want people? Because if it was Weaver, I'm just being honest.
They would be talking up a storm.
Yeah,
man.
if it was,
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah.
So what makes him any different than Snyder, Walling,
Trump? Because they called Trump.
Any of them, man. You know what I'm saying? And then the sad part is this, right? These people here can't say nothing bad about Trump supporters because they identical. There's nothing that Trump can do or say that will turn his people against him.
So won't.
They have the same mentality.
Right.
It's nothing that anybody can say that can turn them or have them to say anything bad about Neely. That's the difference. I mean, there's no difference.
No, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? So either way, I don't care. They can kiss my ass because I'm gonna say what I want to say.
No doubt.
And if I'm talking about Neely, so be it. I'm talking about Neely, and there's nothing that you or nobody else can do about it. Period.
Mm-mm.
I mean, he's an elected official.
You are Hood News Network. They don't understand you gonna report what's going on.
What's going on here in the hood?
That's the crazy stuff to me. Like I guess they want everybody to play like Channel 12, but it's selective who they want to talk about.
Right.
That's all. It's just selective. They don't like Weaver, so that's what I'm saying. Recall. You couldn't get a recall on Neely. It seemed like
it's when the power that be, whoever they want, that they got people in position to block everything, man. When I did the recall for Weaver, man, let me give you an example real quick, and I'm out.
Go ahead.
When I did the recall on Mayor Weaver,
right,
and it was about the contract,
right?
Did she sign a contract? Don't care about nothing else, nothing else,
right?
But did she have a signature on the contract, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was it. That was clear and factual. She signed the contract,
right?
When I went over there this last time for Mayor Neely,
yes, sir.
Is it in the charter that he has to address the city within a year of coming in? It's in the charter,
right?
Clear and factual. They dismissed it, right? With Joyce McNeil and Laura McIntyre, Anita Stewart filed a complaint with 7th Circuit Court on September the 8th, 2021 on Joyce Ellis McNeil. That's it. Clear and factual. Did she file a complaint? It doesn't have anything to do with her duties or nothing else.
Right.
It was a complaint filed on her. Clear and factual. But again, it's the power that be.
Right.
They plan and trying to get rid of this district.
Right.
So they gonna stand up over there because you got to look at the relationships of people that was over there that's over the recall.
Right.
Right. Listen to this. Right. Hey, everybody, listen. Listen to this. It's not that it's personal. This has nothing to do with being personal. This has nothing to do with personal relationships. This is holding elected and public officials accountable. In order for us to keep our city, we got to hold these individuals accountable. Mayor Sheldon Neely is selling our city off at a rapid pace because he knows he's going to lose in November. Y'all think about this, right? And he's taking a gamble. He has not spent $60-something million, man. We had $47 million since May of 2020.
Last year, yeah.
$47 million. He could have started spending that money back then. He didn't. Why is it that he hasn't spent money yet? Why is it that Judy Priestley is voting not to spend another dime because she said the administration is not working with them and letting them know what's really going on? Come on, y'all, open up your ears, man, and listen to these people tell you about the crookedness that's going on. I'm telling you, Judy Priestley says she is not voting for another thing dealing with ARPA funds because he keep on trying to piecemeal and he will not show them line items on a budget. Judy Priestley said this at committee meeting. Wasn't it a committee meeting?
Yep, that was committee.
And at city council.
Yep.
At city council. And Judy Priestley been voting with him. Judy Priestley been voting with him, right?
She's seen the nonsense.
So why would she all of a sudden turn on him? She's not turning on him. She's just telling you the truth about they are not cooperative. They are not working with the council. He is trying to hide whatever it is that he got going on because he does not want her to even know. Come on, y'all. Judy Priestley said this, not Art Woodson. Those same people who praises Judy Priestley, they're gonna be against Judy Priestley now.
Oh, sure it is.
They're gonna talk about Judy Priestley. Those same people who talked about Dennis Pfeiffer.
Dennis Pfeiffer, yeah.
Dennis Pfeiffer is the best because he was standing with Sheldon Neely yesterday.
Mm.
Come on, y'all, wake up, man. Wake up, man. Quit being bamboozled, man, and hoodwinked with the banana in the tailpipe with these little penny ante politics. I mean, they don't even know how to play politics, man. This is the biggest joke, man. That's why they laugh at us, man. Because anybody can see it. Everybody outside of Flint, man, see this little smoke screen that they got up, man. This little faint smoke screen, man. Mm-hmm. Come on, y'all. Hey, listen. Jackass. The one and only. Mayor Sheldon Nickelbag Neely, the biggest jackass in Flint. Humongous. Man, we just need a billboard with Sheldon Neely picture Jackass. Because every week, every day, every minute, every hour, sound like a Christmas song. Every minute, every hour. Hey, y'all don't know that church song, man? Y'all don't know that church song? That's a church song. Mayor Neely is the biggest jackass in Flint. When y'all see him, he need a jackass on his truck. He need a jackass on the door down in the mayor's office. Just jackass. Or McIntyre, Joyce McNeil, jackass. Those three. I was going to give it to some of the city council people, man, but Laura McIntyre and Joyce McNeil, man, y'all got to go watch it, man. You're going to need an interpreter for Joyce McNeil, though. You're going to need an interpreter because you ain't going to understand half the things that she's saying. But it ain't right, whatever she's saying. You know what I'm saying? Y'all listen. Go listen to Carol McIntosh and listen to what she's saying. Don't listen to how she's going, her voice get high because you're not in that position. And they going after. They going after. Carol McIntosh was telling you everything that's going on, and she's getting ready to file paperwork with David Layton. Y'all listen, man. They were doing some bogus stuff over at that school. Joyce McNeil and Monica Elson and Laura McIntyre. They was doing some bogus. And Linda Booth is with them. Linda Booth is with them. Y'all think I'm joking? Hey, listen. I'm getting ready to go. It's time to eat. Yeah, I say eat. Yeah. Pork chops. I made some red beans and rice the other day. Hey man, I don't care. I don't care if you don't like pork chop. If you don't eat pork, y'all, hey, more power to you. I do. I eat pork. I eat chicken. I eat turkey. Hey, listen. I get down. Somebody say something, man. Any questions?
Yeah, wish Eric Mays a happy birthday. That's what
Eric Mays. Eric Mays, man. Hey y'all. Eric Mays, y'all gotta like him and love him, man.
Right.
Even though he gets to you sometimes, man. I mean, I step up to the podium. You just see me step to the podium and tell him, hey, Eric, man, you got a new position, man. You gotta elevate with that position. I didn't mean no harm. When I was saying it was just constructive criticism. All of us have our flaws. All of us have different ways of doing things. But he still have the best interest of the city of Flint in his heart, man. You know what I'm saying? And he was the only city council person, that was out there, man, with the activists for the water. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday, Councilman Eric Mays, because I know we're going to hear it. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy, hey y'all, I'm on the mic right now, y'all. That's how you rap now, right? Mumble.
Yeah, no doubt.
Happy birthday to you. That's how it comes out, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's how, hey y'all, that's rap right now. Mumble jumble. Happy birthday. That's how the rap songs are. You don't understand nothing they say.
Right.
I be like, yo, what did they just say? What did they just say, man? All you hear is the chorus. You don't understand nothing else, man. You don't understand none of the flows, man.
Right.
But y'all listen, man. Happy birthday to Councilman Eric Mays and anybody else whose birthday, your son, your daughters, your uncles, your fathers, your mother, your sisters, your brothers, granddad, grandmother, your friend, your bestie, your BFF, whoever. If it's somebody you know whose birthday is today, happy birthday to them, and many, many more. Many, many more, man. I hope you bless you. I hope God bless you with a beautiful and blessed weekend. And I'll see y'all soon because, you know, the way things go down here in Flint, man, you know what I'm saying? I might have breaking news on Flint Hood News Network. All right? I'll holler at y'all later, man. Y'all peace out. More love to you. Art Woodson and 810 Media Group. Hey, y'all, I'm starting to like this right here, boy. 810 Media Group, man. I ain't got to go live no more. We ain't posse up in this room right here. Hey, and disclaimer, 810 Media Group has nothing to do with what I just said. I take all of it. I take all the smoke. I'm coming down in the chimney. All the smoke, baby. All right, man. Peace out.
Yeah.